This is Calabrius. Well, it looks like IBF WBA Super Middleweight Go Froch. He's too keen on getting back in the ring with talented WBA Super Middleweight Champion Andre Ward and taking the risk of getting second schooling from the American. Froch is saying that the third fight with Mikhail Kessler takes priority over a rematch with Ward. Froch just beat Kessler last month by the 12-round unanimous decision by the scores of 116 to 112. 115 to 113 and 118 to 110 in London, UK. And Frost said, well, I'll leave it to my promoter to decide which route will go, but a rematch with Miguel Kessler until he's back, we're not going to know exactly what he wants to do. But it would take priority over a rematch with Andre Ward as far as we're concerned, because Andre Ward, he doesn't bring much to the table in service of revenue. And, Calabrius likes how Frost uses the term, I'm leaving it up to my promoter. BT, when you see a fighter doing that one, it's often a sign that they're looking for a promoter to take the heat for them, not wanting to take a dangerous fight that they might not win. In the case of Ward, I see that as guaranteed loss for Froch. How does Froch know what Ward brings to the table in the revenue department? It's not as if Froch fought Ward in the UK before. Their fight took place in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And there's no way of telling, how well it would do if it were staged in the UK. I do know that the 2009 fight between Froch and Andre Durrell was a sellout in Nottingham, UK. If Durrell was able to back the fans in Nottingham, then I could see Ward doing the same thing if Froch wanted to stage a fight in an outdoor stadium in Nottingham. I think it would bring a huge mess of fans, and Froch, could get his chance to try and avenge his loss to Ward. I think Froch and his promoter, Eddie Herner, are really overestimating the interest of a third fight between him and Kessler. If Hearn makes that pay-per-view fight like he did the last one, I could see it bringing in really dreadful numbers. Because Kessler looked disinterested in the fight, and really wasn't that great of a fight. Froch was so clumsy and beatable, but Kessler did not look mentally engaged into the fight. Motivated Kessler would likely school Froch and beat him worse than he did the first time they fought. And I could see Froch and Kessler fighting each other over and over again until either Kessler says no more, or the British boxing public stops purchasing the fight on pay-per-view. Also, at some point, the WBA and IBF are going to step in order for Froch to start defending these titles against the mandatory challenger. Because he can't look lock the titles up, while he fights Kessler over and over. There's got to be some title defenses in there, otherwise it makes it look like there's no one in charge of monitoring the champions' fights.